Hey everybody, Matt here with the Most Adequate Collection, and today I wanted to do a follow-up to a video I did a couple videos ago regarding a new bobblehead I added to my collection from a private signing with former Cleveland Indians pitcher, Cy Young Award winner, and current Blue Jays pitcher Shane Bieber, and decided as a follow-up would be a good idea to show off some of the other bobbleheads that I have. I don't have a huge collection, just have four of them that I display, and those four are the four I display because they're all signed by the individual that they depict. But yeah, so to start off, we'll show you the one that you probably have already seen if you've been keeping up. This is from a private signing that I just participated in with Shane Bieber. This depicts him as a Cy Young Award winner, which he won in 2020 with the Cleveland Indians, and had it signed on the brim of his cap. I do like the idea of having these signed where the signature is very visible and clearly to be seen, so that there's no mystery about what it's doing in your collection. But it's tricky because you get different textures on the statue, and it doesn't always give you the best place to sign. But a couple of them that I have solved that problem. But just wanted to start off showing this one. If you've been watching my videos, you've seen this one already, but it's one that I'm happy to add to my collection. Glad that I have it. Next up is the first one that I acquired from this collection, and it was acquired up here in Fargo, but before I lived up here in Fargo. My wife and I were living in Texas at the time. We were married. We hadn't had any of our kids yet, which shows you how long ago it was, because our oldest is graduating high school in a year and a half. But this was from 2007. My parents had moved back up to the Fargo area, and so we just decided to take a trip up here and visit for a week or two, and just kind of hang out, spend some time with family. Even though my parents are up here, I've got a lot of extended family in the North Dakota area, so that was good. But we went to a Fargo Moorhead Redhawks game, which is our independent league team. At the time, I believe they were part of the Northern League. Right now, they're a part of the American Association of Professional Baseball, an independent minor league team. We still go to their games, still have a great time. But as with luck would have it, in this particular one, it was July 17th, 2007. And while I don't always know the exact date of when I acquire these, this one in particular has a special designation to that date. It depicts Moorhead High School, which is, I live in Moorhead, Minnesota, which is across the river from Fargo. Moorhead High School is where my older two go to high school right now, and where our youngest will go to high school when she is of that age. But its most famous alumnus is NHL forward, three-time Stanley Cup winner Matt Cullen. And this depicts him, even though it's from a baseball game, it depicts him in his hockey gear, obviously as a sport that he played. But apart from Roger Maris, Matt Cullen is the most successful athlete in the pros to come out of the Fargo Moorhead area. And so the cool thing here is it depicts him not in his NHL gear or college gear. It depicts him in his local hockey sweater and in full uniform, actually. So it's the Moorhead Spuds, the black-orange on the white jersey. You can see his name on the bottom. This did have two things. You can kind of see the indentations here. At one point, that had a Fargo Moorhead Redhawks team logo, and I believe Coca-Cola was a sponsor, so there was also a Coca-Cola logo there too. I'm not sure what happened to those. I think I've seen one of them somewhere, but that's not so important. But the cool thing here is it wasn't just a bobblehead of him. He was also there at the game. And as I said, all of these that I display I have signed. I got this one signed as well, but since there wasn't much of a space to sign on the front, apart from maybe on his forehead, which would be weird looking, and there were the blocks here with that, which had the company logos, which that wouldn't work. So I ended up signing on the white space on the back. So had the black Sharpie with him. He was there in person. So my wife and I got a picture of him as well, but the picture did not turn out so well because it was under the awning over near where the concession stands are, and the way we were standing our backs were to the field, so it was kind of darker here with the light in the background. So you really just kind of see our shadows. It's almost just a silhouette of us. So the picture itself didn't work out. But I have one of these. We have another one somewhere. My wife got one as well. We were lucky enough to get, or fortunate enough to get to the game early enough to get the bobblehead. Got it signed, and it was really cool. But the reason why I remember, well, I had to look it up. So it's not like I remembered it off the top of my head. But July 17th, 2007, I remember at the game, because he at the time was playing for the New York Rangers. He won the Stanley Cup with the Carolina Hurricanes in 2006, and then signed a contract with the New York Rangers the next season. So the 06-07 season, he was playing with New York. But I thought it was weird because when he came out to throw the ceremonial first pitch, he was wearing a Carolina Hurricane sweater. And at first, my thought was, well, he won the Stanley Cup with the Hurricanes, so, I guess he's going to wear the sweater of the team he won the Stanley Cup with. But it wouldn't make sense because you wear the sweater of the team you're with. As it would turn out, that same day, July 17th, 2007, he was traded from the New York Rangers to the Carolina Hurricanes in a deal that I think sent Andrew Hutchison and a draft pick to New York. So there you go. He finds out he's traded that day. He knew he was traded by then because he's wearing the sweater of his new team. So finds out he's traded and then has to go throw a first pitch at a minor league baseball game. But things worked out well for him. Won 2 more Stanley Cups with my Pittsburgh Penguins. He was eventually elected into the U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame a year or 2 ago. So things worked out pretty well for him. Then next up, I have a bobblehead that was based on a photo. Kind of, and not a super viral photo, but a pretty well-known photo depicting former Minnesota Twins manager Tom Kelly, who's most famous for coaching the team to the World Series wins in '87 and '91, and was also famous for leaving Jack Morris in for, I think it was 10 innings in Game 7 in 1991. But anyways, the picture in particular is this one right here. And the meme that I would see with it is, you may think you're cool, but you're not Tom Kelly throwing batting practice while smoking a cigar and wearing Zubaz cool. So it was kind of a semi-viral photo. It was, an old photo, but it just kind of shows you how the times are changing, I guess. Can you imagine a manager today smoking a cigar on the field while throwing batting practice through a pitching machine? But it was just kind of something cool and something different and kind of weird. And then the crew at Fan HQ, which is a sports memorabilia shop in Minneapolis, decided to do a private signing with Tom Kelly to sign that photo. But not only that, they were going to have bobbleheads made of that photo. And I got one of them. And here it is right here. See the bobble right there on the head? But not only that, the pitching hand bobbles as well. The pitching machine also fully rotates the 2 wheels, and it doesn't have it anymore. But when I first got this, there was actually a piece of cotton at the end of the cigar to depict the smoke that is seen in the photo. It was just really cool, kind of weird, kind of quirky, kind of out there. Pretty good artwork for the Zubaz too, if you want to take a close look at that. They did pretty well with that, as far as what you're able to do paint-wise. And what they did to have these signed, which I love, because I know bobbleheads mostly nowadays are given out as free items at games. That's mostly where you get them from. But people like to get them signed. And what they did here was they put this panel up at the front. It's removable. It has the Zubaz logo on the back. Authenticity sticker there, and then the other side is left blank to allow a signature to not only be affixed in a large way, but a prominent way as well. So it's just a plain white surface, blue ink goes on there, clear as day, just a great looking item that I was happy to add to my collection, and I just absolutely love it. Usually these are on the shelf back here in the background, but for now, we're going to bring them up to the forefront. And then lastly, after that doing Tom Kelly, Fan HQ decided to do another one. And I think there's a photo that this depicts, but I can't say for sure. But I just thought it looked cool, and it is a former Minnesota Viking, Joey Browner. We've got the photo there, bobblehead. Now, of course, they don't have license for the NFL teams to make these, so you have to put something different on the helmet. But really, when it stands forward like this, you don't really even notice it. And the Vikings uniforms are distinctive enough that there's no mystery as to what it is. But kind of in the same way here, there wasn't a sponsor for this one necessarily, so Fan HQ just put, well, you kind of, I wasn't able to remove it, but you can kind of see it back there. They put their company logo on the back, plain white surface on the front for signature, blue ink on a white surface, stands out, looks great. Has Joey Browner. I think there's a photo of him squeezing a football, and the football is depicted as exploding. I don't know if they had photos of that signed as well. I just kind of wanted the bobblehead. I thought it would be a cool addition to my collection. And so there you go. So I do have two other bobbleheads. One of them I got at a Arizona Coyotes game a few years ago. Jeremy Roenick was, I think there was some kind of, it might have been their 20th anniversary, so they're bringing players back from their past. Jeremy Roenick was there for that one, but I don't think he was signing autographs. I didn't get that one signed, so I don't really have that one displayed. And then there was another one that my wife had, and she actually got it prior to our relationship. There was a group of friends that we knew from college. A bunch of us were all hanging out in the different organizations in a college. She had her friends, I had mine, and a bunch of people. I think it was with Baptist Student Ministries at the time. A bunch of groups were going to a Houston Aeros game at the time. They were, I think, with the American Hockey League is still around, but now they're the Iowa Wild. But at the time, we had the Houston Aeros. And there was a bobblehead given out of Chili, who was their mascot. So it's I don't know if it was a husky in particular, but that kind of a snow dog type of animal. And so there's bobbleheads given out of the mascot in that game. I didn't get there. My friends and I didn't get there early enough to get one, but she did. And so now we have that. But it's not signed as well, and I think the head fell off at one point, which it's an easy fix. But that's what I got. I got these four that I display on the regular. I got two more that are secure and locked up somewhere. But yeah, that's it for my bobblehead collection. It isn't necessarily something I'm always on the lookout for and always on the pursuit of, but at the same time, if an opportunity comes up, I'm happy to add them. But that's what I got for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.